Hey guys, it's Nik the Booksmith. Welcome back, welcome back. As I was putting everything away after I tore everything apart in here, I came across a few things that I thought were kind of cool, and I thought maybe we could look at those and see how they could be used in making books. One of those things was this, it's a book cover. Well, it was a book cover at one point. And a friend sent this to me, and I thought how cool it was. It's bookboard covered in some hand marbled paper that feels like it's been waxed, because that's what they did. And the spine is made out of just some book cloth or book tape. And I'm pretty sure that this was some kind of ledger or notebook of some kind. It says in here L.C. Jones log, so I'm assuming it was some kind of an accounting book or a journal, something like that. But I really didn't want to use this exact cover. Why? I don't know. I guess I could, but that wouldn't help you any. Not everybody has something that might look like this to start a book with, but maybe you wanted to emulate something like this and make something that would be close to it, maybe look old, maybe not, but I was going to make it kind of look the same. And I'll go through what I would do to make a cover that looks like this. How's that? Grab some things here. I'm going to set this up somewhere where I can see it. So this is something I made in Photoshop and I printed out. It's a similar pattern. It's the non-Perel, or I'm not French, so forgive me. I don't know how to pronounce this correctly.
Non-Perel.
And I realize that this one's darker and more yellowed, but I didn't want to go that dark because I thought I could always ink over the top. So I went lighter instead. I fiddled with that in Photoshop and got it kind of grungified and ready to rock and roll. And this is some chipboard from, as you can see, a lovely notebook that I cut apart a long time ago because I used the paper for something and it's not that great a shape. I probably wasn't that careful when I was taking it apart. So I'm just going to put some glue on this and see if we can put this back together. I should have done this ahead of time. Forgive my lack of foresight. Photo folder. This one doesn't have quite as much red in it, but that's okay. I don't care. I don't care. So I'm going to cut the perimeter off and cut it in half so that I can split it up between the two covers. Those are the two sides, and these are my chipboard that I'm going to use. And then I'm going to decide on, I think it needs to go like this. And of course, these are big notebook covers, like kind of big, but that's okay because one of two things will happen. Either I'll trim it off or it'll get covered like this one has the tape on it or the cloth, whatever, you know. That's what I'm doing. Serendipitously, these covers are 8 inches, which is what my printer margins allow for after I print something, so that's good. I'm going to use double-sided sticky tape because I can. Because I can, man. Nobody wants to wait for a bunch of glue to dry. At least I don't. So what has everybody been up to? What have you been doing? I know kids are going back to school in whatever form that is taking right now, whether it's online or actually in school. So that's exciting, I guess. Suppose. I harvested the tomatoes out of the garden and made salsa like I try to do yearly. I wouldn't say I'm a salsa snob, but I'm a salsa snob. I guess it's I like what I like. And there's nothing, there's nothing wrong with that. Not everybody likes the same kind of coffee. Not everybody likes the same kind of salsa. It's okay. I got that done. I do have some tomatoes left over, so I'm deciding if I want to can them and make like stewed tomatoes or if I'm gonna eat them. I don't know. Haven't made up my mind on that. I don't like my salsa super hot or anything. I don't mind if it has a bite to it. I'm trying not to lose my voice. I think I've got some allergies going on. But I don't like it wicked hot. Of course, hot is subjective, right? Depends on who you are, if something's hot or not. I'm a pretty solid, medium hot salsa person. Can pretty much bank on medium most of the time. You need a skinnier tape. I think 20 pints is what I ended up with, which should last the winter. And let's see, what else have I been doing? I rarely sit down and just turn on like a TV show or something. I'm usually, what happens is that I'm working, I'm doing something, and I will have my laptop or something sitting there. I will play something, might be a series or a movie or something, but I'm not sitting there glued to the screen because I'm working or whatever. So it has to be something that you don't have to have your eyes on all the time, which makes me very sad when it comes to foreign films because I'm not looking at the screen to read the subtitles. So I know I'm missing out on a ton of really great shows that it wouldn't help me to even to listen to them because I can't understand them. Some of them though have been English audio and other language audios that you can choose. So that's helpful. But you know how it goes. I'm sure you've been there. You're scrolling on Netflix or whatever it is that you have. You see, oh, that looks like a really, really good show. And you put it on and it's like, it's in Italian. And as much as I would love to know how to understand Italian, I do not. Not even a little bit. Okay, that's a lie, because I know some words. I know Alfredo and linguine and biscotti. But unless the whole film is food words, I'm not going to know what's happening. And honestly, the only time I sit down in front of the TV and like have my attention on the TV and not doing something else is, I don't know, maybe in the evening right before I go to bed. But even then, my husband and I are usually talking and chatting about the day or whatever. So the foreign films and programs they will have to wait. Usually the shows that I end up going for are either sometimes crime dramas or mystery dramas, something that has either some suspense or some mystery to it, because I will not stay engaged if it's just some drama about what's happening in people's lives or something like that. One of my friends said, oh, you got to watch this show that's on. You're going to love it. I didn't think I was going to love it, but I just love it. And she described it to me, and I was like, probably won't pay attention to that. I don't know. What was it called? I'll tell you and then see if I can remember. See if I can remember what it was. I don't remember what channel it's on, but it's just about people in their lives. What was it called? This Is Us. That's what it's called. And no shade to anybody that likes it, but it's just I won't be able to stay focused and engaged on that. It just won't keep my attention, sadly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this to the board. Obviously, right? Obviously. I have a constant tickle in my throat. It feels like I need to cough. It's probably a little grain of pollen or something. Sure. So what do you guys like? What do you watch when you are watching something and you have that, when you have the luxury to do that, if you're not working or whatever it is that you're doing? I like, when it comes to like YouTube, I'll watch sometimes cooking videos. If it looks good and it's in German, I will still watch it and I will still try to make it. Let's see, what else do I... Some guilty pleasures. I like true crime. I like the videos about hair going wrong, like people doing their own hair at home and it going wrong or going right. They're both entertaining. Sometimes they're tragic. I like all kinds of documentaries. All kinds of documentaries. Mysteries. I like animal science and behavior. I like weird history or like conspiracies of the past. I think it's interesting to analyze what it is that people thought. You know, when there wasn't an answer for something, usually a conspiracy was born to try and answer whatever it was that was the mystery, right? I think those are kind of fascinating. Sometimes it's like a medical information. I do enjoy medical documentaries or oddities, you know, stuff like that. Any kind of biology or ecology or zoology, all those ologies I enjoy. Let's see, stuff I don't like. Let's put that on the table. Stuff I don't like. Not really into game shows. Jeopardy is okay. But, I don't know, I'm just not a game show person. I don't have anything against them. I don't know, I just don't find them all that entertaining. I cannot stand, and this will be probably unpopular as an opinion, but it is what it is. I loathe reality shows. I just can't. I think I'd rather do my taxes. So you know. You understand how much I can't. Where's my towel? Okay. Just shoot me. I can't do them. I can't do them. My mom asked me, are you watching Dancing with the Stars? No, Mom, I'm not. I'm not watching Dancing with the Stars. I've never watched Dancing with the Stars, and I won't be watching Dancing with the Stars. Or Love Island, or The Bachelor, or whatever. I just can't do it. I just don't find them entertaining. And if you do, that's great. Somebody has to watch them. I just can't do it. I just can't. I've never been a reality TV show kind of person. Another thing I am not into, anything that's like on, of course, these are American channels, so those of you in other countries, I won't know how to describe this accurately, I'm sure. But those of you in the States, you'll know exactly what I mean, I bet. So that channel, the CW, with all those teen drama, whatever, anything on the CW is not going to happen. Lifetime or Hallmark, no. I just can't do the predictable, nauseatingly cheesy monotony. It's like you know what's going to happen because you've seen this movie before, even if you haven't seen this movie before. It's kind of like reading Nicholas Sparks books. You know, you get done with the second chapter and you're like, I've read this book before, but it just came out last week, so I know I haven't read this book before. You have. If you read a Nicholas Sparks book, you've read it before. Which way do I want this to go? Just like this. It's just, it's that. It's predictable. I don't know. Just can't do it. I feel like I'm wasting my time or something because I've been here. I've seen this. It just feels lazy to me. Lazy writing. Let's see, what else don't I like? Nothing about like animal rescues or animal neglect. I don't find that entertaining. I just find it depressing. But I can understand how people can find it not really entertaining, but maybe educational. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I'm the person that when you're watching a movie and it's like this, you know, natural disaster is happening, you know, it's a tornado or it's a tsunami or something, and there's a dog in the movie, I'm the person that's like, is the dog okay? That's what I want to know. Don't care about the people. Is the dog okay? Please tell me the dog lives or I'm leaving. Yeah, I'm that person. Because I figured, you know what? Humans, except for kids, that's different. I can't, I don't want to see kids get hurt or the elderly. So I'm going to throw that in there with dogs, and cats, and everything else. I don't want to see anything innocent or anything that can't defend itself be in distress. It just kind of, it kills me. So I don't find that entertaining at all. And no political insanity, craziness, because thanks, but no thanks. All right, I've done enough whining. I'm going to just sand the edges just to blend them with the chipboard. And I don't care if it's kind of coming apart because this one is kind of coming apart too, so that's all right. That is okay. I probably should be doing this outside. Getting little paper dust all over the place. It's no bueno. Okay. This image is at my Etsy store. It's a one-page DigiKit. So if you need it, that's where it is. And I printed it onto matte photo paper. And this is just the generic Office Depot photo paper. So I think any matte photo paper will do. But you could probably print it on any high resolution paper. Your printer won't print real brilliant on just standard cardstock or regular paper. The photo papers and the higher resolution papers are formulated for a more saturated print. You're going to get the best result on something that's made for a more brilliant print. Just an FYI there. That's been my experience anyway. Now I have to be careful with this until I seal it. So that's the only thing, is that you have to be mindful of not mucking it up until you want to be done with it. And I'm going to ink the edges on this, but I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing over here yet. So that's why I'm not going to seal it yet, because I'm not exactly sure. And I'm not sure what I'm doing on the inside either. But after I ink the edges, I could probably take it outside and give it a light mist with maybe an artist's fixative spray, or like a matte or a satin clear spray paint. I would hate to drip water or something on it, and then of course it's supposed to look messed up, so maybe I shouldn't be overthinking this. I should just go with the flow. But anyway, I'm going to just ink these up and I will be done for what I was going to do today. And then in the next video, we can go on to decide, or well, I'll decide before then. I promise. I promise I won't like get on here and go, I don't know what I'm doing. Well, I don't know what I'm doing, but you know, I'll at least try to have a plan. I will attempt to have a direction. Let's just put it that way. Sound good? And then maybe in the end we will wind up with an entire book-like structure. I just thought, you know what? I hadn't put together a book cover and a book in a while, and I thought, let's do this thing. Let's do this. But I wanted it to look like that other cover, so gave me my inspiration. All right, guys, that is going to be it for today. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this short little video. It was fun hanging out with you, and I will see you all really, really soon in the next video. Bye, guys.